Welcome to this FS22 Let's Map video. In this video I'll keep on working on my upcoming American map Marigold Farm. And here you see the dealership, and we worked on this dealership in the last video and I made some small additional changes. So the windows are a little bit darker now. That is not always so obvious if you look through the windows, but you still can see everything. And I added some poster. So slowly here I just made John Deere and Case. I thought those are the biggest manufacturer in America, and I put some rather big tractors here. I didn't choose the biggest because I thought the Marigold Farm map is not such a huge map, XXL big equipment stuff, but more small, medium size. Maybe if you like those size of tractors, but bigger would be maybe not so matching, and therefore I chose those. And here I put a little bit more images because on my texture file I had place for 4 images, and therefore I chose an old John Deere and an old Massey Ferguson to bring some variety, and those two as well. And so I think this looks nicer with these images than you can imagine. Here is someone working who takes care of your tractors. Yeah, and I added 3 parking lots. Simple, small. And what I want to do in this video is I want to decorate the surrounding of this vehicle dealer. But before we do this, I have 3 things. 2, I want to show you what I did today in the daytime, and 1, I want to check whether we have enough place here for the delivery, because it's always a little bit difficult. And if you buy a big vehicle, a big combine with a huge header, for example, or a big trailer with a big tractor, then one time you need place in this direction and one time you need place in this direction. And this I want to check before I decorate the surroundings. And if this is not enough place, maybe I just turn this around. It could go 90 degrees, and then I think we would have more place. So, but first I show you what I did. It's nothing very special, but it was quite some work. Here we have the farmlands, and I painted all the farmlands now. So before I already had the fields, which I finished, and then I painted the farmlands for the forest here and for meadows and such. And yeah, I made additional farmlands for example, here could be the sawmill where you can sell all your wooden stuff. And here I thought would be the sawmill that is working as a production, and maybe a carpenter as well. And here is the hotel. Oh, Oh, it still needs a farmland. So maybe I add the hotel farmland to this area. And then in the village, I think I painted this. So this has a farmland, yes. Maybe even this. I have to check this out. And here there will be a production as well, maybe even two, because I remembered that we maybe need a BGA, and maybe I want to put it close to the border, a small one, a very tiny one, that we have a BGA, but yeah, I'm not so much into BGAs somehow, because they are so big and they are not bucolic enough. And yeah, this, I'm just seeing this here. I put another water plane, that we have a lake here, and we can make this somehow nice, that we have some recreational aspects here. And what I thought about the island, it is taking shape in my mind already. I want to make something like a camping ground and maybe some holiday homes. And maybe if you buy this, you can earn money with the holiday homes and the camping ground, because you are the owner of the camping ground and the holiday homes, and you can rent them. And yeah, and playground and barbecue area and all this recreational stuff that you want, with some trees, but leaf trees, so it won't be a foresting area, but a recreational happy holiday area. Yes, and the next thing I wanted to show you is with the fields. So we have to wait until they show up. It is here the script that shows them. So the first colorful thing I showed you were the farmlands, where the whole area is included. And now it's only the fields, and we made this together, those first ones, and I showed you how to define them. And now I made more, but I'm not yet finished here. Are some missing. The time ran out today, but yeah, I think I'll do this tomorrow. And so those are the field definitions that are used by the NPC owners of the fields to decide where they can grow their crops. And maybe if we go online, in-game I mean, then we can see all those fields full of crops if everything is fine. And what I want to do next with this whole landscape stuff, before, yeah, I want to paint the grass area as soon as possible with grass, because then everything looks nicer. But before, I want to make those dirt roads, like so, here and there, and then up to this. So we need quite some dirt roads. And before I paint everything with grass leaves, I want to make those. And then I go and put grass everywhere. And maybe I will have to remove it at one place or the other, but then it already looks much nicer. So now I deactivate this toggle thingy, scripts, render field areas. Oh, I thought, no, it is doing something. Okay, and then, yes, now it's gone. Now we go into the game and check out whether we can buy big equipment and have enough place on at the vehicle dealer. We'll see each other as soon as I'm in game. As you can see, the starting screen of the map looks already much nicer than before. But this is only temporary. As soon as the map is nearly finished, I will make a new one that shows the nearly finished stage. But I thought for the time being that this is nicer than the blank white one. So here we are again. Nothing changed from here. And what I thought about the mountains, and there I have a question for you, is they are there, you can see them, the mountains, but they are not as high as I imagine, because when I'm working, I'm always working from higher up, and when you are here, down here, they are much smaller, and therefore I'm thinking whether I want to make the mountains higher. I could just pull them up, I guess. And here we have indeed a field. Yeah. So the magic happens. And now we go here. Yeah, there is another field. So this works, this is good. I just run around a little bit. Yes, yes, they are doing their work. Yeah, look, look. We have an agricultural landscape. This is good. And now we cheat us a lot of money. Yeah, and I put this large sign there because it has collision, and this one is the same as this but pushed into the floor, and so I think this is okay for the for this area, and this is to show from far away. Here we are, clever motors. So now I need a lot of money. Here is money at 2 million at least. So, and then let's have a look. I think it looks nice. And I think I want to make a vendor inside. So with the pedestrian function, I can do a very small circle, and then they are standing there. So maybe you know this from No Man's Land. There we have a standing person at the store, and I would like to do this like here, and maybe here one that is circling around a little bit in this area, and then that for role play reasons you can talk to someone, because those are closed, you can't enter this, and sadly the door is too narrow for us. So even if I would cut this open, what would be a lot of work, it would be too narrow, so it would take too much work, and then maybe I just put a guy here, and you can talk to him and say, oh yes, I want this and that tractor, and do you have a nice offer today, and so on and so forth. So now we buy the biggest American tractor. So And then we see which header. This is a big one. This is very good. So, and then we buy a big tractor. Oh, this is so impressive. Here, look. I just buy this one. And then a big trailer. But a trailer for a tractor. And maybe I should even buy a semi-truck. Black Anthem. Oh, yes, yes. This. And then this one. Oi, 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 oi. Okay. And I couldn't solve the issue that I wanted the machinery to look the other way around, but maybe I will try. And I think for this test about the place, it doesn't matter. And as you can see, this is only big enough for one row. So here we have a second row. Here where I am, or maybe even here. But this is much too close. So I have to enlarge the area, yeah, to make this work. Maybe we have to come here several times today. Oh, and this is, look here, we need a lot of place. And it's working, but it's not good. Why isn't it connecting? Now. Okay, so it worked, but yeah, not perfect at all. Next one. I think this is better if you forget about the fact that here where we are driving should be a second row. But other than that, and we left the gray area. So I think the gardens of those people shall be smaller. And we have to enlarge in the back. And we have to turn the house. Yeah, even here. So I don't drive very place efficient, but I think this is just perfect for this test because there are a lot of players that don't drive place efficient. And here, yeah, I think for the dirt roads the width is okay. And let's check this. Yeah, it would go. It won't go. What happened? Is there an invisible collision, maybe? Yes, seems so. Oh yeah, look. Okay, I have to remove this. Yeah, I will check this. Well, I think it's from a different bridge. Oh yeah, there is one bridge that I made invisible, and but even when it's made invisible, it keeps its collision. So I will remove it. That is no problem. And this ramp, I will smooth this out to the sides, and then I will make those like a fence, road fence, that you don't fall down when driving here. Okay, so I think I'll take the tractor now without the trailer, and we just go to the farm, because I worked a little bit on the farm. Oh, without any traffic that drives in the opposite direction, this is wide enough. And I think I won't make AI traffic on those dirt roads. I only make AI traffic on the main road. And maybe some pedestrians in nice areas or so, but not so much traffic everywhere on the map. Go a little bit higher, then we get a better overview. And imagine they're all full of meadows here. So here we get the meadow impression. Yeah. It's getting better and better, I'd say. From here the mountains are okay. And then there are those other mountains here. They disappear when you are down to the ground. But maybe we check this another time. So we have a lot to do with dealership. Okay, we'll see each other again when we are in the Giants editor. Okay, here we are. And I find it a little bit sad to make this area so much bigger, because this is always such an empty area, and you have to keep it empty because of the huge need of all the vehicles. So let's check. We make it bigger in this direction, and then we make it and just smoothed it out so softly, but we have to make it a little bit bigger in this direction. And then I turn the house, and I hope this will be enough. So I think I can go with square, and then maybe 10 meters, and replace in this height. This is 24 meters. Okay. And yeah, maybe not too close to the road because I want to keep the road smooth. Oh, no. Like so. Here, so this gets much steeper. And maybe I just put the building in this area. And keep the rest of the place for the vehicles. So now painting. This is the normal gravel. So let's see. Like so. Okay. And there we enlarge just till the garden of the house. And now they won't complain about it because the house is not yet really built. And they have to accept it, that their garden ends there. Okay, so now here, push it down. Okay, maybe a little bit more inside. And then this invisible bridge. No, this is not this. Oh, where is the invisible bridge? Ooh. This is the one we use, yeah. Here, this is the one, okay. And will I need this? Reflective, no. I think I can just remove it. Then next time we can go there, if we want. So, and now the whole place should turn around. Okay, so 90 degrees. First here, okay. And then I type in the number. Yes. Oh, the flower pots have to go there. And then we need enough space here at the right for the workshop. Is this enough? I think so, yes. And then this is a totally different thing. The vehicle shop trigger. It goes here. And those decorative pots, the street flower pots, I just put them in the car dealer office area. Like so. And one here. So, okay, and maybe then we can make the parking places here. I would love to make a tree here, but yeah, let's check where are the parking. Here is the parking lot. Okay. Maybe it would fit there. It would fit. Okay. So then this is good. So the parked cars, and I will have cars that park there. And let's just check. Because we have this gameplay features already built in. Traffic system, and I pushed it down a lot. So, but maybe I could parked car shopping mall. I just put it here and then I turn it like this. So I will just try whether this would look okay. And yeah, I try to make 3 of them. And then later we will see if they are all the same, then I have to write something in the XML file to make them look different. So it's copying. Okay. Maybe I put this like that and then turn it in the other direction, and this one can be there, and then we'll see whether we get a random car there, whether we get cars at all or a random car or whatsoever. Good. Now we have this, and we have quite a big place, I'd say. This looks a little bit mountainous. Let's check. It's still 24 meters, yes. Oh yeah, it was a little bit mountainous there. And there as well. No, this is flat. Okay, this is good. And now, as we have this, we will check the store, spawn, place, start. This is there. Now we have much more place, and we can put it maybe there. Yeah, and maybe a little bit to the side if it's a wide one. And then the end is there. And now I have suddenly found a solution for this direction problem, because now the direction is perfectly when it looks into this area. But what I think is, if I buy a combine now, this is too close to the building, so I rather put it here. And then maybe we should change the entry area. Yeah. And the next one Could be, let's say, here maybe. Okay, I think we should try it again. Even if this takes some time, but as soon as I place maybe a fence, a small fence around this, and trees and flowers and such and other stuff, then it will be much more difficult to enlarge the place, and therefore I think it's a crucial, important moment. So we'll see each other again in game. Now it's much bigger here, and I think we should buy the same stuff and even more, that we get a second row. Okay, so first I have to give myself a lot of money, maybe 3 times. And first the huge combine. This time we take this one, just for the fun of it. And oh, but it doesn't has a 15-meter header. I think it's okay. And then a tractor. No, those are not the big ones. Oh, maybe we take this one. Yes. And with a rather large trailer. Like so. This is somehow rather small, but it's okay. It's the biggest one that we have in base game for normal tractors. And the semi-truck again. With this double Load King. Okay, and now we need even more, but first we have a look. Oh, this is placed in this comfortable direction. Okay, because it has its own header trailer. So then we buy another harvester, the same as before, with this 15-meter. Oh, somehow it's nice to buy such huge equipment. Okay, yes, that's good. And maybe the next thing will be the second row. Should be. Only if it's a very tiny tractor, but maybe I buy oh, and here we have a little mountain, so I have to flatten this. Yeah, now we buy maybe another big tractor. Oh, this one looks so cool, the versatile. And then the biggest sewing machine that we have. Okay, second row, yes. So I think then we can check the most of it. Let's have a look. Yo. Okay, so let's try it. Well, and here it is rather close to the entrance, but I think it shouldn't be considered a problem because we can go there without any problem. Okay. And then can we drive through this alley here? But I think, yeah, I have to make this entrance area wider, which is no problem. Okay, and this one, no, you stay there for the time being. Oof. And then we take this and we try to connect the But it works. I think you could think, okay, let's make it even wider. But yeah, this area is so huge anyhow. And it looks so blank, so empty. So this is really not a beautiful part of the map. And therefore, I think when I can manage to connect such a big vehicle, even with a second row, then I think it should be big enough. So the next one. But somehow you can't nearly, or you can hardly make it big enough, this area. Especially when thinking about big equipment. When you make a teensy tiny German map, then you don't need to prepare it for such big equipment. But I think an American map should provide enough place for this equipment. And now we try again to go over the bridge. Yes, it's okay. Okay. And this, yeah, this shouldn't be a problem, I guess. Oops. Oh, it's difficult to drive. Oops. No, no. It is a problem. But that is not because we don't have enough place. This is because, yeah, I find it difficult to drive. It behaves different than other tractors, even different than other articulated tractors. But it's a really cool machine. Okay. So I think the question with the place is okay, I'd say. Yeah, and then I would say we do the decorative stuff with the vehicle dealer in the next episode. Because if we start now, we won't finish anyhow. And yeah, I wanted to make those videos a little bit shorter than usual, because they are always much too long. And then I can make more of them and work more in between. Yeah, so tomorrow in the daytime I will work on it and maybe finish the field definitions and work a little bit here and there. And yeah, we still have a lot to do. And therefore you will may watch a lot of videos. Okay, I wish you a wonderful day. Thank you for watching and all the best. Till next time. Tschüss.